Hey guys, this is your girl Becky Denise. I am back with another adjuster video. I wish I would have done this video 6 months ago, okay? But I didn't. But it's here now. Better late than never. It'll be here for you next year or when another drought hit. But anyway, this video is about how to manage a drought as an independent cat adjuster. Okay, the majority of my career, I've been an independent cat adjuster, right? Currently, I'm a staff adjuster. Thank God, because so many adjusters are out there struggling and looking for work. So if you want to hear what I got to say about how we manage droughts, come back and we'll get the video going. Okay, guys, I am back. So, we're going to talk about how we, as experienced independent cat adjusters, manage droughts. Okay, I have my notebook here. Okay, I tell y'all all the time, I'm not as sharp as I used to be because I'm no longer in perimenopause. I'm in menopause, and this is a little slow. But anyway, so let's get on to it. So, how do we manage droughts, meaning the lack of deployments, the lack of work, the lack of being able to bring in an income to support our families, or what have you? The only reason that I'm not struggling at this moment as an adjuster is because March of 2023, if y'all can recall, I think I'll stitch this video. If y'all can recall, I began a staff position as a commercial inland marine adjuster. I am no longer with that company. I stayed with that company about 6 months, and that my daughter recommended that company. She went to them first. She had the commercial bodily injury experience, and they had hired a lot of unexperienced adjusters, and it showed, right? They were hiring people based on resumes, and they just couldn't handle the job. Well, I took that position, worked about 6 months, and I left because my supervisor was downright atrocious. I am at a point in my life where I'm just not going to tolerate anything. Okay. I don't care if you feel like you're superior for whatever reason. That does not matter to me. I, thank God, have a husband who is truly the provider. Although I bring in a nice income, it's truly the provider, and that give me leadway to walk away when something don't serve me. I'm 50 years old. I'm just not going to go through anything that I don't have to go through. And I understand everybody can't do that. So I walked away from that position, which was a first party commercial inland marine adjuster, which first party is they are our insured. So as long as I interpreted the policy and there was coverage there for the cargo, the trailer, the tractor, the inland marine, whatever it was, I would cover that. There was really no liability investigation needed. The only thing that was needed was to clear coverage. So that was with that company. I ended up applying with another company that I found on Indeed out of the state of California. This company, I started with them in October. This company has truly been a blessing. Like I said, people work for people. My supervisor is awesome. The one thing about them, though, when they brought me on with no training. I had 1 day of training, and it was mostly about their systems, how to navigate the systems. But as far as how to work a claim, they left that all on me to pull from my prior experience. I was lacking a little liability experience because, of course, I've been an independent cat adjuster, but I started my career as a liability adjuster with Progressive. And then, in between seasons, I would tell y'all I would get a staff position like with Allstate and Comfy Seguros and different companies like that just to make some money and stay fresh on my liability skills. And that's what a lot of independent cat adjusters lack. They lack liability experience. Okay. And liability is typically the entry level position into claims. Okay. So The new position with this company is I'm a liability commercial inland marine adjuster, which means that if my insured causes damage or damages to your property, be it an automobile accident, they wreck the truck and damage the cargo that they're hauling, if they run into a light pole, damage anything, the highway with the spill, that's what I'm responsible for. I'm responsible for determining that we are responsible or liable accident, and then I take care of the people in regards to their damages. Most of my policies are $1 million policies, okay, liability policies. So that's what I do now. But back to the drought, that I'm not struggling because I took a couple months off. March, I was working as a staff adjuster. What I found is my colleagues and my friends and associates, once they started getting laid off, they took some time off and was trying to wait on something to happen, was calling, looking for deployments or what have you. There was none out there. There was none out there. More deployments were coming to an end. A lot of the carriers were pulling the jobs back in house, and there was just nothing out there. You can go to the Facebook groups and you can just see all of the experienced adjusters that's like, I need to work. I need money. I'm jumping ship. I'm changing careers. I can't do this. You know what I mean? Because from what, 2018, 19, 2021, we had storms. 22 hurricanes kept us busy, and I tell people all the time that hurricane season, although it is a big producer of cat deployments, easiest barrier of entry into becoming an independent cat adjusting, everything else has to fall in place too. Like we have to have some movement going on in the winter season for winter storms, and for spring and the rainy season when the snow starts to melt and we're dealing with floods and having so much tornadic activity across the United States. Adjusters are being called back. I have friends that's in Houston right now working the Houston storms where those tornadoes went through downtown Houston. So everything is moving. If you are new to adjusting, if you've only been on one or two deployments and you're like, you know what, I'm about to jump ship, you might want to hold up because we expect this to be one of the busiest years to come. And 9 times out of 10, if it's as busy as they expect it to be, you'll be on a deployment for a while. So that's a good thing. So make sure your rosters are updated. Make sure your contact information is correct. Make sure you're checking those emails and make sure you're watching the weather. Okay. So on to my next point. What are some of the things that experienced adjusters, independent cat adjusters are doing when there's a drought? There's no jobs, there's no deployments. Okay, some of them are getting side gigs, some of them are jumping ship and just getting employment. They're pivoting into other careers. Some people are living off of investments and savings, and some people just get jobs knowing that if something happens and they get the opportunity to take a deployment, then they will. So that's what they're doing. And a lot of adjusters had, that got into the season in the last 3 or 4 years have been just slanging and banging. Now they see. I have a friend that went on deployment with FEMA, and they were just working the fires, just sending out checks, cutting the checks for the fires and stuff that happened in California last year. So, and all of them have over 10 years experience as adjusters, right? But you're not going to hear about those companies that deploy. I do. And I'm going to make a video about some maybe not so popular TPAs and staffing agencies that you may want to take a look and get on their rosters, okay? If you have any comments, please drop them below. I do want to drop a video about adjusting every single week. And then not only that, I want to talk to my ladies that's my age. I'm 50, I'll be 51 in a couple months. Just about some of the things that I have going on. And I'm even starting to contemplate vlogging again. I started and then I stopped a couple years ago because I was on deployment and it was just a tad too much. But anyway, that's all I got for y'all today. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. I appreciate you guys for always welcoming me back when I do these long form videos. I truly appreciate y'all. And I promise I'll drop this video, and then I will be dropping one every week on schedule. I haven't determined the schedule, but I'll let y'all know in the next video. All right. All right. Well, thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video or got anything out of it, definitely give me a thumbs up. I appreciate you. Bye.